The Metal Gear franchise, known for its action, stealth, and its immersive worlds and environments. Also, its, convoluted story and whatnot. How many big bosses are there now? We know there's one price. There's one price. Okay, so this is not meant to be a criticism of both games badly, but it's meant to be one where I explain that maybe Call of Duty could learn some things from Metal Gear, and maybe Metal Gear could do it the other way, and maybe maybe people will enjoy that. So playing Metal Gear Solid 5 and playing just all the other Metal Gear games, I genuinely enjoyed the stealth aspects of the combat. Being able to take an enemy out without killing them, and just doing things that weren't exactly superhero killer soldier-ish spec ops BS. Sometimes it's just really fun to do something in a non-conventional way. And that's something that I feel like Call of Duty is missing. Everybody has the same gun on Call of Duty. Who doesn't use an M4 with no stock and the longest barrel and the compensator and the MP5? The game meta. Instead of players, trying to be sneaky and using suppressors and playing Warzone and trying to be creepy little shits. Or how about games that don't exactly have to require you to do asshole things to other players? Kind of like the fob games in Metal Gear. You see where I'm going with this? Games like Metal Gear allow you to explore their world in your own way. Yeah, I could go around and just kill all these soldiers, but instead I just do a stick up and make them stay there and then I get the hell out of there. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you be encouraged to just, play like a human being? And I'm not saying there aren't bloodthirsty killers out there, but I'm pretty sure that the vast majority of the human race doesn't want to kill everyone. Also, it feels like the extent of Call of Duty's, community is only just for a regiment or maybe squad-based combat. When the players don't, maybe not need something bigger, but maybe they should have more things to organize themselves and work together in game. Or just do things. Even if it's just a little freaking garage. Like a garage or like a warehouse where they could just do things together without having to be in a multiplayer match. I'm not saying that I don't want to play multiplayer. I love Call of Duty multiplayer. And for that matter, I love Metal Gear Online as well. Metal Gear allows you to do things like base management and do things like to create something personalized.
Construction.
You could do this on a clan level or a regiment level or organizational level. I don't know if clan's a taboo word yet or not. The gamers used to organize into clans when I started gaming. Don't get me wrong, for the most part, Call of Duty's multiplayer aspect is on point. And there's not much that could really compete with it, with the exception to maybe the Battlefield franchise or maybe Arma. Interestingly, I believe that my inkling as a Metal Gear player allowed me to explore the large world of Verdansk that they added in Warzone in a different light. I wanted to see the different hills and go into basements and find different neat things. But I feel like I just got a rehash of cut and paste buildings, and it doesn't give you a feeling of being in anything bigger than yourself. Most of the time, it just felt like I was part of an organized mob. This is just a group of players trying to kill everybody else on the other side with no clear objective as to what we were supposed to do. Yeah, you're supposed to win the game mode, whatever that may be, but it didn't feel like I accomplished anything by winning anything in the game. Every game mode I played felt more like just a big team deathmatch and not really a game where I was achieving anything. And the only thing that people seemed to care about was who had the most kills, which I guess has its own merits. But I mean, there's times I look at the kill board and I just look for who had the least deaths, or somebody died not at all. And then I'm impressed by the guy that didn't die at all. Because it does happen. It's a rarity. But it does happen. And the game doesn't feel like it really rewards you for doing anything special. And then it doesn't seem to reward teamwork either. Every guy is a one-man army. that's exactly how it feels all the time. Call of Duty removes those stealth elements I mentioned earlier by giving people things like the tracker perk, which is completely unstoppable. You can't counter that at all, whatsoever. When the whole game feels like one giant team deathmatch with no reward for any other playstyle, it just becomes the same thing it was before and before. And I mean, I've experienced it in other games I play. It happens in, MGO online, and it obviously happens in Call of Duty, is what I'm mentioning. But it happens in War Thunder also, which I also play, and some members of my gaming community also play. But I just want to see people play games in a non-conventional way again. I mean, I do miss when people did, creative things with their day. And it's fun to see somebody do something different than everyone else is doing. I mean, why give us an expansive, large environment to run around in when they pretty much just make us go in there and shoot each other just to be shooting each other, when we could do all kinds of interesting tasks in that world? Don't get me wrong, we have missions and barracks challenges and stuff like that, but we could do a lot more interesting stuff with the gameplay. Imagine an NPC VIP mode, where you had an NPC character that one team had to protect and one team had to assassinate. Imagine that insane gameplay. So yeah, VIP escort, anything cool, something like that. Or, a convoy of weapons that the other players are trying to steal, and then they get like a cool gun blueprint from it, or something unique that makes their gameplay experience that much more rewarding. Instead, you have things like this. No matter the game mode, the fucking sheer objective of this is just to do this over and over and over again. Just think about it. Have a good